Ndị ba ekene m unu asị n'ụbọchị nkata adịrị na anyị na mma anyị sị ka nke echiri ya zelu anyị sị ọdara n'Igbo na mma n'Igbo ya dịka echi na-eche ada agwụ agwụ otu anyị kwuru otu akụ ya dịrịrị ise dịka anyị sikwa unu nkwa na ga na-ewetara unu daily update n'iru akwụkwọ gbasịta maka ya bụ ife na-eme n'obodo and ya bụ ikpe Maazị Nnamdi Kanu and were ụwa na-azụ na n'Igbo dị ebe dị iche iche anyị kwuru nkwa na ga na-ewetara unu ya n'iru akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị nke taata bụ 11th of October. I will tell you an update from the Federal High Court Chief Judge. What ago? Was tamaka ifo kunu. Was tamaka ibe Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. So ya bifeka will tell you kunu ge ya bifo fuma. Igesi ya bifegi drop ora ifiche ni akwụkwọ. Was tamaka ya bifino. I will see the teacher. Comment kwa. All right, over to you.
On the lower court. So I was actually surprised that a high court have refused to obey or abide by the determination of a Supreme Court judgment.
And then take the only part that is against him and then refuse to apply the part that is in favor.
Story that Nigeria's Federal High Court Chief Judge denies Nnamdi Kanu's recusal plea, returns case file to Justice Nyako. So, remember that during the last court proceedings of Nnamdi Kanu, you also what happened in the court palace, where Nnamdi Kanu asked Justice Nyako to recuse herself from the ongoing trial, saying that he don't have confidence in her. So after everything that very day, so Justice Nyako respected what Nnamdi Kanu said and promised to return the case file to the Chief Judge. So on arrival of the case file to the Chief Judge said that if Nnamdi Kanu want to ask Nyako to recuse herself from the case, what he's supposed to do to write a written, should I call it document or a paper, but a written plea to the court. However, the judge also said that Nyako has been trying Kanu's case right from time, that Nyako has more experience with Nnamdi Kanu's case because she has been on it right from time. That is why they choose that Nyako should retry the case. Nyako should go back and Kanu should allow Nyako to try the case. Now, we have a lot of things to discuss and to dissect about this case. But before that, there is a video, a broadcast Nnamdi Kanu made for some years ago. It's not a new video, but Nnamdi Kanu alleged in that video that Binta Nyako's husband was arrested because of him, that if he did not convince Nnamdi Kanu, definitely they will jail her husband, whether and her son, something so like that. I don't know how true the story is. If that story is true, meaning that the story also has a connection, why the Chief Judge, is reconsidering that Binta Nyako must try or we try Nnamdi Kanu's case, citing that she have best experience with Nnamdi Kanu. I don't know what that means. So I want you to listen patiently to what Nnamdi Kanu said, and let us come back to dissect this. See you in the next 7 minutes.
The more evil you are, the more you rise up in the judiciary. That is why they want to blackmail Binta Nyako into oblivion. Because of me, they arrested Binta Nyako's husband and son. They claim they are being tried by EFCC. So that if Binta Nyako were to acquit me, they will jail the husband and the child. That is how evil the zoo is. That's how bad they are. But she courageously gave me bail. She knew I did nothing wrong. She knew it. They were pressuring her. Revoke his bail. And she said no. They have done nothing wrong. They don't know all these things. They called her to a meeting in Maiduguri where they were insulting her. That didn't work. They took her to another meeting in Sokoto where they called all the northern, I don't know if I'll call them leaders, to be insulting her because of me. That she should have jailed me. That nothing will happen. That Igbo leaders have signed up to it. That our is with them. I will come to the meetings they've been holding against me and IPOB later on. But Binta Nyako stood strong. I'm not sure I'm not sure at all that the intimidation she's been forced to endure will ever stop. I don't think so. Good people like that never get to become the chief judge of the Federation. Kafarati Abdul Kafarati killed Kesarawiwa. Today he's the chief judge of the High Court of Nigeria. He granted ex parte motion to the government of Nigeria designating me a terrorist. He was rewarded. And I'm sure they're saying to Binta Nyako, if you jail him or convict him, there is a reward for you. Do you see how Nigeria works? They don't understand what justice and law is all about. No. These are black, evil people from Africa. Evil people. God behind darkness and evil. We must continue. I remember this very evening, Cancer Wiwa, Dr. Barine Kiobel, Mr. Baribo Bera, Mr. Nudu Lewu, Dr. Felix Nuate, Mr. John Puine, Mr. Samuel Orage, Mr. Paul Lebura, and Mr. David Boko. May their soul rest in peace. They are freedom fighters for Ogoni. And we are going to get it. And Ogoni will be free. Ogoni will be autonomous. Ogoni will elect their own leaders. Ogoni will control the resources in their land. They will control it. We are getting there. So they shouldn't despair. We remember these brave and gallant men. Have you forgotten that Dasuki and El Zagzagi are still in prison? Have you forgotten that innocent IPOB family members are still in jail? Why are they in prison? I have not forgotten Jubril. I'm coming to him. I want to build a case to let the world know how evil and wicked Nigeria is. And why they did what they did with Jubril when Buhari died. We are building a case against them. Did the court say that Dasuki should be freed on bail? Yes. Did the court say that El Zagzagi and the wife should be freed on bail? The answer is yes. Now ask yourself this question. What are all the judges in Nigeria doing? Why haven't they gone on strike to say if you cannot obey simple court order, our job is meaningless? But no, they will run to John Soho, that most corrupt of all the corrupt judges in the zoo, to go and buy another ex parte motion. I'm coming to that because I'll demolish it. This is going to be a very long program. You know, we are blacks. We don't concentrate for long. I remember when I was small, they were trying to teach us how to read. Mrs. Akpa, may God bless her wherever she is. I keep saying, talk about her all the time. We have a reader. You know, you have to read as a child. And, if you ask somebody, read your reader from me, will say, do you remember? John is Kutunkwa, the teacher is Lela in the pencil bottle. Have you read about that before? Do you hear about it? Maybe you people are too young then. That's the read, that's how we read. If there is no picture, we will not read. So bear with me. This is a marathon program. I've sat down in one place for 8 hours before broadcasting. You must bear with me tonight, because we must preach this very gospel. The only thing I will do is I will, for 4 years I've not been training very well. So if you get me something to drink, I will very much appreciate it as we proceed. Here we don't hide anything. We're IPOB. Everything is open. Everything is out in the open. I have no secret. Dasuki and Essex are still in jail. They must be released. They never took them to Binta Nyako, Nnamdi, Justice Kolawale, Justice Ademola. These are good judges in Nigeria, I'm telling you. They will not take them to these judges. Because when Binta Nyako gives you bail, Binta Nyako will tell the people there, he has bail. Don't go near his house, so don't do anything. But of course, they defied her. They came to kill me. Because they didn't want to take my men to Abuja. I promised them I was going to bring 2 million men. And they know I would do it. Instead, they chose to come to kill me. When some reporters that are writing for Tinubu Nation newspaper, when they report it, you wouldn't know. You will say, oh, Nnamdi Kanu, where is he? Did he jump bail? Tinubu's newspaper will not tell you that the army came to kill me and killed 28 people in the process. No, they won't tell you that. And they want me to be in the same country with them. Hypocrites and liars. Evil people. Some people shouldn't practice journalism in Nigeria, honestly. Do you see how evil the politicians are? That is how some journalists are. They see the truth and they twist it upside down because they are evil. Or because they don't want BIAFRA to be free. Because of my case, as I said earlier, Justice Binta Nyako is under the radar and being watched.
All right, I'm glad you listened up to this point. As you can see, the topic says that the judge of the Federal High Court just refused Nnamdi Kanu's plea that Binta Nyako will not try him again. Let us go into the details and find out why this thing happened. This article from Shara Reporters was written today, October 11, 2024, and here is the details. The Chief Judge of the Federal High Court of Abuja, Justice John Tehemba Tosho, has rejected the request by the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, for Justice Binta Nyako's recusal from his case. Shara Reporters gathered that Justice Soho returned Nnamdi Kanu's case file to her to handle, saying 2 other judges were previously recused from the case. Justice Soho stated that Kanu's case was reassigned to Justice Nyako due to its prolonged nature dating back to 2015, given that Justice Nyako had handled the case for the most part. She was deemed the most suitable judge to see it through to its conclusion. However, the Chief Judge directed that if at the next hearing of the case, Kanu still insists on recusing Justice Nyako, he must file a written motion with an affidavit stating all the grounds for requesting the recusal. When contacted, Kanu's special lawyer, Barrister Aloy Ejimako, who confirmed the development to Shara Reporters on Friday, said, "Yes, it is true. We are awaiting a hearing notice to that effect from the Federal High Court." Justice Nyako earlier recused herself from the case following an oral application by Kanu and his lawyer Aloy Ejimako. Kanu had expressed loss of confidence in Justice Nyako, accusing her of disregarding Supreme Court order. This development has introduced a new twist in the ongoing trial. The end of the article. So let me know what you think. You have seen how it started, where it ends, and flashback to what Nnamdi Kanu said. You know that they arrested Justice Binta Nyako's husband, and the case is still in court up till today, even though nobody remembers anything anymore. So let me know what you think on the comment section. Let us see how people are, thinking about this. For me, I have my own thought about it. Let me know about yours. Thanks for listening.
On the lower court. So I was actually surprised that a high court have refused to obey or abide by the determination of a Supreme Court judgment.
And then take the only part that is against him and then refuse to apply the part that is in favor of him.
This cherry picking of what was contained in the Supreme Court judgment is what I'm against.
Yes, that's correct.
It should be implemented holistically.
Yes.
I'm not against taking any trial.
Judgment.
After I'm innocent, they have not been against me. But there cannot be any trial when key sections of the Constitution and a key Supreme Court judgment has been violated by a court of law.
So you'll be patient for the case to go back and come back to the court?
This is my 4th year in solitary confinement in detention. The 5th year will not kill me.
Sorry, what if the case is also reassigned back to her? You still going
It's not going to happen.
No, it won't happen.
It won't happen. It doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen that way. It doesn't happen that way at all.
Thank you very much.
These are the things that the public must understand. Most of you journalists, the legal correspondents, you don't take time to actually study some of these rulings and judgments. Go and study. In fact, I'll give you...
Bring that envelope. Bring the envelope.
Look at it here. Look at it here. Look at it. I'll give it to her because I think she's a bit more...
Give her the Supreme Court judgment.
Can you hold this for me?
She can...
I want to let the whole world understand something. Very, very clear. In all this is judgment of the Supreme Court. It made it very clear that even that the impartiality of the judge is questionable.
Suspect.
And it's here. Where is it? Please do bear with me. It says it here.
I like
what is
it.
it page? What is that again?
Where it says page 18.
All these things are online. Is it not page 18? All these things are online. So I suggest that the journalists in this country actually take out time to do some basic research. It's not difficult, just minor research. You will understand the virtuousness, the emptiness of all the charges against me. Okay. They kept switching the charges. Yes. They said I committed this crime in England, isn't it? Yes. I made a broadcast in England. Yes. And in 9 charges leveled against me, this place where I committed this crime was London, in the United Kingdom. Yes. When my lawyers came to see me, I had a discussion with them about how I'm going to defend myself. I told them that no court in Nigeria has jurisdiction to try me. Because since this offense was committed in England, so they said, it's only a UK court that can give a Nigerian court the authority to proceed, isn't it? Yeah, based on that, they now amended the charge again and removed London.
Location of the broadcast.
Location of the broadcast. Contrary to section 196?
174 of the Terrorism Prevention Act 2022.
In violation of their own laws. Violation of their own laws. And you want me to stand trial under such circumstances? Is that possible? Nnamdi Kanu to stand trial where all these shenanigans are going on? It's not possible.
Because
and the Bayon and Gun Koya Bifesi Wenada, Chief Justice of Federal High Court in your god that cinemas in the Kanu case got it on to Binta Nyako. As all the Kibia Bukifi or the Kubastamaka Bife. Oh, the full belief in Chori could before more Lapon Kuno if you no dinkun Niwa Oko. You open a mad name or Wayana Guyono. Yes, Mazin and the Kanu did not committed any crime. The only crime of committee, no sina, Megidan and Megidum Adroma, and the Silapia corner. Then, I come around no boda that na Boko Haram terrorist. Bunde the crew to the Nigeria army. Wake up, webu arm and motorcycle, bike, and armored tanker. We poor, we nalia, and nobody's talking about it. One good turn deserve another. Oyo brana de puku maka injustice ale mama azina de Kanu. Obokwana nke iko obelo. Yes. Obokwana nke iko obelo. One ewutezi. And this is the reason why all those things jeme. Neka East is wede. Why can't federal government say call for dialogue? A reason guri mazina de Kanu. If aside the kubafa, aya buffer for dialogue. Tumpuro buffer for dialogue. Why is mazina de Kanu's case different? Kimezo juwe dite. Yes, kifemo juwe dite kadneku. Oguna kwa mnono. Onye Igbo bomana agent tie no ne ya. Akwa no nnaye. Tie no ne ya kwa no nnaye. Yes. Kabila of Sokoto. Throw bomb na Catholic Church na 2011 ne release dia. Ojoboro we free ba maria. Ye fan na gun bu na check. Vena amen. Odu ko ya ade. No yo bana bonyi bu ga asanya. We mana agona na akreka. Temesiano munnem.